They say, follow us, go station. You say, I can't really walk. Oh. Who is asking you to walk? They say, follow us, go station. Who is asking you to walk? Whether you won't walk or whether you won't crawl or whether you won't get stretched, or you go enter that station. Now, so it be your presidential candidate aspirant. Some of my Biafran brothers are kind of, they feel bad that gone were the days that Okorocha happened to be one of the young people that the Igbos, especially in 1999, one of the youngest Igbos that the Igbos themselves feel like they have a promising future, and they trusted him. They trusted him, and he betrayed them. He stole from them. He abandoned them, built them substandard their infrastructure, things that are roads washed off, buildings collapsed, structures collapsed just few months after commissioning. Is a pure fraudster, and he became so stupendously rich. Just like Tifnumbu owns half of Lagos, Okorocha almost owns half of Imo State. Now his own nemesis, his friend, Hopeless Uzodinjo, is helping the Abuja APC, Egbekegbe, Bokwari, and is helping them to deal with him. So they were those who brought in this calamity. They are getting served. Some of you have been getting served since day one, since 2015. Whether you voted for them or you didn't vote for them, And the reason why you should never waste your time is this, right? If you are speaking English, speaking grammar, blah, 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 blah. We need to do this and that. You need to tell your load do. Now, people where they decide who go become what in Nigeria election, They know they speak too much grammar. They beat themselves, they fight, anyhow. See what's in delegate money cost somewhere in Ogun State today. Delegate money, people where all of you go see come and speak grammar. 419 that will see come and dupe you. The people that actually chooses them, they put them on the poster for you to start using your PVC nonsense for Now them be this, they no care. They know they read, they know they even they. You see, now the people where they choose your leaders be that. PDP, APC, everywhere. Now them, those ones, economy is not working. Nigeria is in debt. There is no electricity. There is no this. Now your business be that. Now you want one Nigeria. Now that's your business. Now go and pray for that. You see those ones with those agbada here and there. They are also part of Nigeria. They come on social media to come and complain that Nigeria is not working. But you think that it is because of your PVC that you will use your PVC to choose good leader. Continue deceiving yourselves. You will realize it later. Don't worry. Peter B has pulled out. As Peter B pulled out, more things will become clearer to you. That you are not the ones who is choosing who will lead you. Now those people, where they said they are thieving groups called political party, and it is their fraudulent constitution that gave them that power. You have to bribe them, you have to pay them. That's it. Now them will come choose the highest bidder. That highest bidder is the one that we have to then pay thugs to make sure that he becomes the winner. By the time you do the costing of what it costs you to become a rep member, then you realize that it is either you are a thief or you are a fool to go into politics in Nigeria. Trust me, it's the two things. If anybody come to you and say, we need to work together, we need to go inside, they are deceiving you. It's a pure lie. If you look at the cost effect of joining them or even getting there, you will realize that it is either you are a thief or you are a fool. Because only a fool, they say, a fool will part with his money. How can you buck such money and then just burn it and tell me you are doing that for the greater of Nigeria? You are deceiving yourselves. And the voters themselves, they are also deceiving themselves. Everybody is just deceiving everybody. Everybody is deceiving everybody, speaking grammar, speaking English. Break the nonsense up. Break the stranglehold control your affairs regionally, and see what happens after. Then you realize that it's not a rocket science, right? To actually lead a very good life. You will never get that in Nigeria. Continue to dream it, continue to pray to Baba God, continue to fast and all of that. It will never change. You know why? Because you don't choose. They chose. And when they choose for you, you have to go and then start choosing and say, okay, who can win election? Now PDP go win. Now APC go win. Last, you don't even have an idea. What is their own policy? What is APC policy? What is a PDP policy? Can you put them side by side and then make your choice by that? They have no policy. They have no nothing. No philosophy, no nothing. Now, they make everything up for them. Now, when una can enter the whole charade, at the end of the day, the thieves, they march. You are celebrating a new era. A new era. Thank God, democracy win, blah, 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 blah. 6 months down the lane, I don't regret them. Man, which one be these people we will vote for again now? Some morons will say, give them time. That's how much they can deceive you, right? When you make those choices, you think you've made the choice, story. Then they will say, give them time. You need to give them time. Give who time? By the time they spend 1 year, 2 years, the next thing they will say, but those people who were there before, they destroyed it now. To fix this Nigeria, to even get you back to 2015. You want me to tell you the truth, right? To get you back to pre-2015 economy. Pre-2015, something that is not better, okay? It's not that it's good, but to even take you back there so that you can go restart them again. From what Boko Haram and gang have done to you now, it will take you another 80 years. 80. It will take you 10 good leaders. 10, but you cannot get good leaders, see. If they say why, tell them, look at the system, the process of choosing the leader. You think it's because they come and give you rice, give you 1,000 naira, and then you vote for. Do you think that's actually what chooses the leaders? Then you're not paying attention. The rots where you see here, that is where the election is. And it is going down. It is going down. And from what we know, as I have narrowed that of PDP, I've narrowed that down for you. The PDP are narrowing their own search down to Atiku. With a wicked TV, we report here. With a wicked don't use, we enter and say, everybody go collect, water. So now, with a wicked with his money, with his mouth, and as a little Hitler, is probably, so close. It's actually, they put him as second. Why Atiku is still their number one, I don't know. But trust me, PDP on Friday, this Friday, PDP are going to choose either Atiku or Werewike. Now, if they choose Werewike, that is going to be a little bit of a karma thing for those who have pushed that, yes, the power must come back to the south. But Werewike no get the delegate to pull that stunt. That is why this Friday or this weekend, a lot it go happen. Some said they love the fact that Peter Gregory Obi pulled out. Now, where is he going to? Have you asked yourselves? Una go do your revolution, vote time. We will do revolution by continue deceiving yourselves. The moment Peter Obi withdrew from that their caucus, is now an outcast. Some said he's going to go and meet Kwakwanso. Good luck with that. But coming back to APC, una breakfast is about to be reserved, though. I know many of you already know this. But now this stubbornness and the greed, that your stomach, where they control many of you. The money, Tifnumbu money, where they share everywhere. All of these things are making many of you to move away from the truth. No wahala. We have been told again, good luck Egbere Jolantan is coming to APC. They said the reason why it's been delayed is because some other, like I said before, it's pretty much like nobody's in charge of Nigeria. Everybody is the lord of their own territory. So to say, they have marked territory in Nigeria today. So when it comes to stealing, when it comes to party politics, when it comes to security, they have all marked their territories where they are making their money. But when it comes to this change of guard, it's pretty much like the inner caucus of APC, Egbekegbe as a party. They are dragging feet. They are dragging feet. That means they are slowing down in giving Goodluck Egberejo lantern, in giving him what they called waiver. You see that waiver is allowed in their constitution. That's the trick. The waiver is allowed in their APC, Egbekegbe constitution, but it must come from the party, right? So that waiver is that you can come and contest. So if Goodluck Egberejo lantern is their consensus candidate, now wait, whenever they mention consensus, now there, Tifnumbu, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers from Lagos and every other part of the world, including their uncles and aunties abroad. I'm talking about the Abroadian Abobakus. They always get angry when they say, on a consensus they go use nothing like election. Because in APC, Egbekegbe, there is nobody that has the money of Tifnumbu when it comes to paying delegates. The only person who has similar money is Rotifmi, Amechi, the Ubima, Judas Iscariot. So Amechi has that money. I don't know how deep, because he's been the one he's been the friend of China. All the Chinese loan, all this railway and everything to Nigeria, all those things, right? Amechi has made good money from that. That he is ready to now invest it in his own presidential wherever is a story for, it's another thing entirely. But the point here is this: if they say APC, Egbekegbe, everybody should go to delegate. Tifnumbu has money, but Tifnumbu no get delegate. Now listen to this. With the new law that APC, Egbekegbe, order Bokwari that they just signed, electoral law, whatever it's called, the control of the delegate is now back to the hands of the governors. And if I'm not mistaken, plus or minus, APC, Egbekegbe, they control about 20 or 22 states in Nigeria, which means for 22 states out of 36, the governors there, they hold the ace. Now, from the states where APC no day, the party and the structure and those godfathers there, they hold the ace, the delegates. And from the intel, this is not even intel, it's public. From what we know, today, as at today, now only 7 governors see. They with Tifnumbu. Maybe as at yesterday. Now only 7 states, they with Tifnumbu. Now, the 7 states, this include just Lagos. For Southwest alone, now Osun is the second state where Tifnumbu go get. Others are from those places where they pledge because they give them money. They say they know they guaranteed. Now, as it is, Tifnumbu, even if they use delegates, Tifnumbu no get chance. If they are using consensus, they know even they there. So, and since Nigeria is a place where they don't cost now with leadership problem, now one Mugu again, they will come drag in, because it is not about him, it is about retaining the power for those who have kept you divided this long. Take that to heart. So Tifnumbu is not in the race at all. My ego God go surprise you. Now, somebody said that to me 2 days ago or 3 days ago. My ego, are you trying to oppose Peter Obi because I don't understand you? As a will be DLT. Obi. That's what I call the Obi. Because some of you have no idea. Now emotion they talk through you. My ego, this is the organic organic car. Inseminated in artificial. Carry on with your emotions. Continue to waste it. Continue to imagine. The real Nigeria will show herself to you. And it keeps showing herself to you. But you continue to tell yourselves that it's going to be better if you come together. If you come together to do anything about Nigeria at all, now to break them up. Trust me. That is the only effective thing you can do. Peter Obi is going to be the next president. In your dream, You have no idea, do you? Of course you don't. Now, many of you are now saying PDP just lost all of us. So where now they go now? Where now go to use your PVC now? Labour Party. Where? You made up your mind yet? Your PVC? Where? Who are you going to use it for now? Go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. Now they will play you. You will play into their hands, and you will understand why Nigeria is what it is. You will see friends who appear with you and say, yes, let's do it. Yes, now story. Now last, you go know say now only you did road. Now only you did that road. They shout. Give us Obi, give us Obi, give us Obi. Now when the whole thing chips down, and then you go know say now only you did road. Everybody will shout with you. Everybody don't move. And I don't know how long some of you can manage disappointment, heartbreak, your mental health. Stop letting your emotions speak through you. Look at the system. You will understand why the best person can never lead Nigeria, ever. It's impossible. But the best person can lead Biafra. The best person can lead Oduduwa Nation. The best person can lead Arewa. You can choose your leaders. I mean, through a system that you put in place, the one you approve, the one you voted on, the one that is from you, the one that says, we the people. 1999 Constitution did not come from you. You know the story. But you are still slacking. You are still open. A miracle will happen. Somebody will come. He will give you restructuring. Somebody is going to come. He's going to give you a new... All those things you are making up in your head, that is not how it works. But you will realize, oh, that's why I tell people, I say, me, I know the 5 people. Just let people, let them express themselves. Sometimes, if you don't let people express themselves the way they feel, they will say, now because you know let them, that's why that thing no happen. Peter Obi, election never come. If to say on Saturday, they tell you say Peter Obi came 7. You'll be wondering, with all these followers of Peter Obi, how come Peter Obi came 7th in PDP primaries? Because Peter Obi said he has no money and he knows the picture. 2023 is they are so desperate and they are ready to empty any treasury from anywhere. So Peter Obi has no money. So you, who is waiting for Peter Obi poster, where are you going to use your PVC now? Now they wait for him. Don't worry, it's going to ANPP or Labour Party. So you're going to go and do that, Abi? Continue. Nigeria is unreal. A place, so let me tell you something. Nigeria is a place where university dons, university lecturers, they are the returning officers during elections in Nigeria. Returning officers are those who collect results to deduct, to remove fake ballots from original, valid vote from invalid. Right? That's the job of a returning officer. And you know what? Every 4 years, university lecturers in Nigeria, they always fight for the slot to be returning officers for election, during elections, to rig election for politicians, the rig election for school dropouts, the rig election for thieves, the rig election for killers, murderers, the rig election for manipulators, corrupt criminals. And they smile to bank when they give them the money. They announced the result gleefully. Then 6 months after that, university lecturers are going to start, they are going to go on strike. You know why? Because the politicians they voted for, so the politicians they rigged in, the politicians they forged election result for, has taken and stolen their money. They are not being paid. Salary unpaid, gratuities unpaid, pension unpaid. Then the lecturers who was there on TV reading a fake result to give a mandate to a criminal, that lecturer will now be on TV. Holding a placard, pay us our money, we are dying. Is that not a messed up place? Is that not a messed up place? So if your mental health is not really so important to you, of course, you can continue to flounder around. You can continue to be bounced around here and there. It is your choice. But you shouldn't blame anyone and say, I didn't know now. Shebi, I didn't know now. Now you know. That's why some of us are saying, don't waste your energy in campaigning for something that you have no control over. Some of you are even saying now, We should remove delegates. We should remove all these delegates in from this election. Now you know. But it's late. It's too late. Maybe you don't go register to vote. Now you are in the dilemma. Now you are in the middle. Who should you vote for? They should remove delegates so that you can vote for delegates for parties. That is why you understand that a fraudulent constitution is not yours, and there's no country you can rule with a decree and say you want to have progress and peace. That is why you are coming back when they serve you your own breakfast. Okay? When all this political hope and all of this emotion that is flying about, when everything calms down, when reality sets in and you realize that you are done for, one party state, one military state, one corrupt system, nothing where you feel do. Whether na Islamization or Fulanization or any session they push to you, but you go take out. You will take it. Because you have allowed them to use you as part of the validation, validating something that you know every 4 years is like a ritual, right? So there should be a time that you give it a break. You just feel like, nah, I don't think I'm going to be part of it anymore. So I'm going to be watching all of you, the obediots. I'm going to be watching you. You guys are full of drama anyway. Of course. Let's see how much you understand Nigeria. Okay? Let's see how much you understand Nigeria. Then once you realize how much you understand, if you realize how much you don't understand Nigeria, you see all things I say to you on my Egun's Diary Political will begin to make sense to many of you. I'm serious. I'm glad that there are many people who have already keyed into this to know the truth. You don't waste your time on something you have no control over. One of them is the electoral process that you don't have control over. A moneyed election, a money bag election will never bring you anything. Being part of it or validating it is pretty much like putting a rope on your neck, and then strangulating it and then screaming, "Please save me." Who's going to save you when you put the rope on your neck? That's exactly what that is. You can choose differently. You can shut everywhere down. You can stop things and say, "No, we don't want this anymore." But some of you won't. Because you are not built for that. You are not made for that, of course. But there's also something that's going to trigger eventually. That something is the reality that is real from the fiction that many of you made up just to get your mind away from the and now reality. You can't run away from it. The reality is that Nigeria is not working, and there's a reason. Part of the reason is that you are the electorate, as they call you. You have no say, no control over who becomes your leaders, even though you participate in a ritual. Every 4 years, a ritual. So fundamentally, something is wrong. If you don't fix that, you are deceiving yourselves. I don't want to deceive myself. That's why I would never be part of that nonsense. I won't. I won't. So they will choose for you, and you will take it. Trust me, you're going to take it. So PDP, APC, they will choose for you. And forget about president or whatever. They are going to choose all those other rogues for you. So then you'll be wondering, where is the National Assembly? For example, the National Assembly was alive when the central bank governor of Nigeria, after wrecking the havoc of Nigeria, economy of Nigeria, highest unemployment ever in 50 years, the highest poverty rate ever in 50 years. Yeah, the worst security situation in more than 100 years. Even when border no day, wherever they manage themselves, when Nigeria never day. Homo security no was reach this. So the man that destroyed your naira completely, turned it into a tissue paper, something you probably will soon be pushing a wheelbarrow to go and buy bread, wheelbarrow of money to go and buy bread, like in Zimbabwe. That person boldly came out and he said he wants to be president, and he also took APC Egbekegbe to court that they must never remove him. He must be screened as an aspirant. Now, guess what? After the court said, "Are you mad? Are you mad?" Bokwari said, "You know what? You need to go and resign if you want to be president of Nigeria and not the governor of Central Bank." This is mad. This is mad country. Central Bank governor is a member of a political party, ruling party. The Central Bank governor wants to be president of the country. This is mad. Then the guy said, I was just pulling your legs. Really? That was what Emefiele said. He said, "I'm pulling your legs." I'm not, it's the farmers. And the farmers buy me the farms. That's what he said. He said, farmers bought him the farm. 100 million naira from farmers. Farmers that Emefiole disbursed over 1.4 trillion naira to. Agriculture revolution, agriculture this and that. And they came back and everything went down the drain. Boom, nothing back. Only for Nigeria, giant of Africa, to be displaying paddy rice in Abuja. Paddy rice, so rice where they never process, so rice where still get shell. Central Bank Governor, Emefiole, 1.4 trillion naira wasted. Then he said, those farmers, when if he paid their loan back, they found 100 million naira. They paid APC, and they bought the farm for him to be their president of Nigeria. Now that's the lowest, isn't it? That's the lowest. But fine. Emefiole had to go to court to say, no, I have the right. I'm a Nigerian. I have the right to contest. Baba, resign if you want to contest. No, I'm not going to resign. How is this guy mad? You're going to be president and you're going to be governor of Central Bank. Are you mad? Oh boy, you go to say Emefiole is mad. The person will keep Emefiole as Central Bank governor. Bokwari, the lifeless mannequin, inside the asshole rock. The way they don't sack Emefiole. But guess what? Now una go allow a NEPA bill certificate holder to be your president. Let's even as NEPA bill Bokwari get, we could use them like that. Abi, now man, we get NEPA bill, don't sack Central Bank governor. The law says he can't. Oh, do you know that? The law says the president cannot sack the Central Bank governor. The president will have to write the National Assembly, and the National Assembly they have to debate it. 2/3 of them will have to vote for Emefiole to go. Then you can then sack him. Omo Bokwari don't sack him. Say, oh yeah, get out. I'm done with you. You son, I'm done with you. Now the guy, it is the same Emefiole, that started the racketeering, round tripping, corruption inside the central bank. Do you know what is called round tripping? Round tripping is when the central bank governor, when they have middlemen, the middlemen are those that will then collect dollars from forex from the central bank, dollars or pound sterling, everything. Now they will then have to resell to the banks. Round tripping. How do they do that? Me now, Mayegun, the Mayegun general, the friend of the corrupt government of Nigeria, I can ask them, they will give me a slot in central bank, yeah? That slot is this. As you are changing your dollar for 610 naira out there, yeah? Me, I will go to the central bank. Central bank will give me the money, the dollars. I don't have to pay anything, but they will give me at the rate of 20 naira to $1. So you will be buying your own for 610 naira to $1. So me, I will get it for $20, 20 naira to $1 from central bank. Yeah, I don't have to pay anything. I just take the dollars. Then I will go and look for Bureau de change. I will go and look for some banks and all of that. Me, individual, I don't need to have any business. Just man knows man. So I can come with $5 million, $10 million. So you businessmen who want to change your naira to dollars so that you can pay your international business partners for the goods, for the all this business you are doing, right? So me, I can then say, I have this dollar, but I want to sell it for 500 naira to $1. From 20 naira to $1, that the central bank gave it to me. I can now sell it for 500 naira to $1. So on each dollar, I am gaining 480 naira. Remember, I didn't pay central bank for the money. Oh. Now, man knows man. Oh. Now, when the buyer come and say, okay, I'll pay you 500 naira to $1. So on each dollar, 480 naira. Now, imagine $1 million. Hello. I mean, how much do you think that's going to be? 480 million naira. That's how much you're going to get. And then you go back and pay 20 million to central bank. You pay 20 million naira to central bank and you keep the rest. You're a big man, rich man. That is what they call round tripping. Do you know what that did? So all the legal businessmen, people who are doing legitimate businesses, who are always like dealing on forex, they need to get dollars from their bank to pay their business partners so that they can clear their goods and get their stuff sent back to Nigeria. They had no access. You remember that time now? And before you know it, boom, from 190 naira to $1, everything jumped to how much? Over 500 naira to $1. Today is over 600 naira to $1. Naira to $1. All thanks to Emefiole. Nigeria is in total debt of over 45 trillion naira. 45 trillion naira. That's a lot, right? That's how much Nigeria has borrowed under this Emefiole. But they have no shame, no shame. Their shame, no, they shame them. They say you cannot shame the shameless. Of course, you can't shame the shameless, but you can remind them of their shame so that they don't become inspiration to other people that a shame is good or being shameless is good. No, it's not. Now, these people can't glamorize the shame because they know the shame, of course. And they say you can't shame the shameless. So Emefiole has been sacked illegally. Bukwari cannot sack Emefiole. Do you get that now? And there's somebody who said something. That's Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu said that if you serve Nigeria, you are going to come back in shame. So there are names already of those who are coming back in shame and in shame. And mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why I'm also going to quickly add this to this chart. Everything that goes on in Eastern Nigeria today, especially the PDP gun boys, gun body, there are jobless PDP gun body boys who don't live in Eastern Nigeria. They live in Abuja, they live in Lagos. These are political jobbers, mostly on social media, right? They have managed to coin out this narrative that everything going on in Eastern Nigeria is done by ESN, is done by IPOB, even when the evidence run contrary. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. But one thing I can assure you of is this. They are allowing criminality to flourish in Eastern Nigeria intentionally. This means that the real criminals who are committing these heinous crimes in Eastern Nigeria, they are walking away. While the military, the police are looking for whether you are a member of IPOB or a former member of IPOB, it doesn't matter. They are looking for scapegoats. They are not investigating the crime. Like I told you before, for those who know, or those who knew before now, what is going on in Eastern Nigeria today is something that Bukwari wanted to start to happen since 2015 when he took over. It took them longer time. And he actually took them kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, locking him up where they locked him up. And despite the fact that the IPOB repeatedly came out to say, we don't know these people. We don't know that they are not member. They are not a member. Go after them. Go after these killers. Do and that, yeah? They are still saying, you should go after them yourself. The job of the government is to provide security, to provide the security of lives and properties. The Biafrans, the IPOB want a referendum, they say. They want to leave Nigeria. If any of them is committing crime in that regard, it is the job of the government to find them. But guess what? They are not doing that. No, they are not. And that is why, for those who know very well, there are Biafrans who will tell you that we know the camp of some of these criminals too. These guys have nothing to do with IPOB. They have nothing to do with ESN. But guess what? They call them infiltrators, or what do you call them? Infiltrators. But it is the job of the government to differentiate those who are, those who are IPOB asking for a Biafra and those who are using the name of IPOB to perpetuate a criminality, and without having to go out there and say IPOB is a terrorist, IPOB is this or that. You get what I mean now? So why they are focusing and making you believe that don't worry, this is IPOB, anything is IPOB, they are shielding the real criminals. And that is sad. It is sad that even though that's what they wanted to happen in that place, right? You will tell me, Mayegun, you need to condemn them. You can condemn from now till tomorrow. It's never going to bring back to life those people killed by those criminals. And I can tell you this, it is the job of government to provide security. But when the government itself is out there committing heinous crime in the same Igbo land, and it becomes desperately because to say their job, they said they want to crush IPOB, they want to crush ESN, and guess what? Every crime should be labeled IPOB. And that's sad, like I said. It is. And I hope that hopefully the IPOB themselves, I don't know if you have the capacity or if you have the tool or whatever you, I hope that IPOB themselves are going to go beyond naming those criminals who are committing crimes in Eastern Nigeria. Then somehow they are associating them with IPOB when they are not part of you. Maybe you go extra mile this time around and make what they call citizen arrest Listen to me very well, right? I know these people are harmed. There are harmed terrorists, armed there. You know, if you kill anybody that doesn't offend you, you are a terrorist. That's to me. Any violence that you unleash violence on people that doesn't do anything, they didn't do anything to you, but because what you believe in is not what they believe in, and you kill them, you are a terrorist. That's in my own book. But you, IPOB hierarchy, all of you IPOB members, they have tarnished your names, they have tarnished your image enough. Do you know that you can form your own citizenship? Citizen police. You've done ESN, Abi. You have your intel. You know yourselves. You can do something and change this tide. It is an advice, so Okuna no abuse me, because any small thing where we mention IPOB now, some of you will start foaming in the mouth because of your different factions. And I'm not interested in your factions, so to say. I'm not interested. But this information I'm giving to you right now, any of you can do that. All of you can do that if you're not part of those who are committing any crime in Igbo land right now, because it is getting out of hand. And this is time all of you should stop complaining and pointing fingers. It is time for you to change the tide. It is time for you to prove to everybody that indeed these criminals are just there to rubbish the work and effort of millions of people who have, including thousands that have been killed. Turn the tide. Turn and start what they call the citizen police, citizen arrest. Go after these criminals in their camps. Arrest them yourselves. Expose them. Bring them out. People will see it. Yes, we'll see it. That you have done that, and that can change the entire narrative. Because look at it this way, we cannot always continue to complain. We cannot always continue to cry out and say, they are doing this to us. They are doing this to us. We can see what they are doing to you. Oh, do you know you can also turn the tide? Don't report them. Don't say, we are going to report. No. This is your fight. Biafra is your land. There are infiltrators. There are people. Well, somebody said I'm yawning trash. I'm telling you now, those are the people who are likely part of what I said earlier, the wearies in IPOB. Listen to me very well. Somebody like me is not always afraid to say his mind. So you can run your mad mind, you can run your crazy mind as much as you want. But the point here is this: we all know that. We all know how some of you are running crazy on social media these days. We are autopilots. We are IPOB. We can see all of that. I'm not really interested in that. This particular one is for you. Okay? The terrorists who have taken over Igbo land, you can see what they are doing. This is not time for you to start pointing. There is DSS. It's Fulani this and that. You are stupid. If you don't know, listen to this. Gone are the days when we can easily say all these atrocities are being committed by Fulani this, DSS that. But we know what those ones are doing. Extrajudicial killing and all that. They are on record. But you see those other criminals with those black mask, black clothes, red cap, and the rest of them. Now only you go expose them for us. It is your land. If any mad people rise up in Yoruba land today and they say they are fighting for Yoruba land, and for some reason they start committing crimes in Yoruba land, I will personally join those who are going to raise enough volunteers that will fish them out. Yes. So what I'm advising you shouldn't make you get mad. You shouldn't get, if some of you have comprehension problem, I know that. I read all of you on Twitter most of the time. Sometimes you just talk out of place. You just talk out of God bless. God help you. But my message for you is this. What is happening in Igbo land, in Biafra land today, is like playing into the hands of the enemies. Now, it is now left for the true sons and daughters of a Biafra land to turn the tide against any criminal who wants to make this legitimate, noble advocacy for Biafra to turn it into something else. And if you are not paying attention, if you are not seeing what is going on out there, then you are not paying attention. Do you understand that now? So you can run your mind, you can come on my Eagles Diary Political and start yarning your foolishness. I am autopilot, we are the original. I am a IPOB DOS, I'm the original. That is your madness, that's your own problem. But people are dying, And you cannot continue to point fingers and say, now DSS do them, now this one do them. We can't continue to watch. It's an advice, so some of you weary will still tell me to go and mind Yoruba. I know. No, you see, as we get mad people for Yoruba land, that's so we get useless, mad animals in Biafra land too. We have them everywhere. So don't think I am afraid to tell you if you are one of those a mad person. But my message is primarily for the responsible people who are having this heartache of what is going on in Igbo land today. It is heartbreaking. It is sad. And guess what? Nobody knows your land than you. Whoever these criminals are, the citizen arrest can turn the tide. Now you go expose them. Now you go show us, say, you see I'm now. This one no be Biafra, no. We told you these people are not Biafrans. No, we told you these people are sponsored. Now we cannot just continue to point fingers. Trust me. So you will go after them. Don't report them. Pick them up. And display them. I'm not saying you should kill them or me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you can do what is called citizen arrest. Rather than come here and complain all the time. They do this to us, they do that to us. That's my own advice anyway. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be in court tomorrow, but somehow the same system that is denying him justice, denying him a fair hearing, and the same Nigeria that is running away from their court, the same Nigeria has postponed the court appearance. So it is still pretty much like an endless waiting game. But whatever this comes out to be, yeah, I just want to strongly believe that, the APC, the Orieti Daru, no, never disparage. Who are you? So talking about you, autopilot, I'll be waiting on the call myself. Or talking about DOS Awara view in my sentence is disparaging you. No be una mad people come here, come tell me, say, because I was advising you, then I was actually against your Simon Ekpa. No be all of you come here, come tell me that. I am not in the mood to get pushed to that stage because some of you have this comprehension problem, but that's your problem. It's not mine. An advice is given. You don't have to take it. It doesn't really matter. No be una mad people come here, come they tell me, say, all of una should unfollow Mayegun because una be autopilot, I been auto radio, una be. No be una come here, come they tell me, say, people should unfollow my, people should not watch. Don't go and listen to that Yoruba boy, yo. They are deceitful. No be una. I'm waiting for the time that your madness is going to get to a stage and say, maybe Mayegun is also one of those who sold your leaders. Because now everybody sold your leader. Everybody sold your leader. So I'm not afraid to tell you what I have to tell you. But most of the time, I just kind of love it in a way that, yeah, you have your differences. But there are times that you have to ignore those differences, right? And see clearly, rather than all this propaganda nonsense that you are feeding yourselves on social media. It is not so anymore. All right? And you don't have to take my advice. You don't have to. You can even do one thing. Just unfollow Mayegun. I am somebody, look at me very well. I'm somebody who doesn't really care if I'm being watched by 100 people or 1,000 people or 10 people. You see, when I'm in the mood of delivering my message, I deliver it. It's up to you to take it or not. All right? Leave, just pay attention to what I said. This is not blaming any of you. I'm not interested in all your useless fight. And so to say, I'm not interested in that. I'm saying you all claim to love Igbo land. You all claim that the criminals who are doing this are not from Biafra land. We are seeing those who are being killed in Biafra land. And every time I see them, my heart aches, my heart breaks. But there's nothing I can do other than to say, now, because you have the number, you have the strength. You can fish out the criminals. They are not, I'm not saying they are members of Autopilot, they are members of IPOB. No, that's what I'm saying. That it is now your job as an IPOB member, whether you be Autopilot or whether you be Autocar or whether you be Autoplane or wherever you are. Do you get what I mean now? So if that sounds like I'm disparaging you, disparage me too. Abuse me. Go to hell, Jarek. Stop all this gra nonsense. Abuse me. If you feel like I'm disparaging you by talking like that, or you want me to start using some special word for you, now the craze. What I'm saying is that you are not in all of, I mean, the IPOB that you are a member, I believe, you are not in any way comfortable that Biafrans are being killed by these armed faceless criminals, right? You can do what is called the citizen arrest. Do you get what I mean now? You can do what is called citizen ID, but you don't even have to do it. That's your business. Anyway, I'm going to open my line. So some of you wearies, you can pick up your phone and call me. Say it to my face. I will have something to say back to you. Okay. So I'm going to open the line. But before I do that, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. Right? So I'll make myself a cup of tea and you can call in and make your own contribution if you want. So until then, maybe you should do some refill too, if you would like to. So I'll be back. Raphael, my brother. One thing. Anyway, let me first, let me put my break song on, then I'll be back. Liar.